Hello, this is Benjamin with Dealer Spike. The topic of today's training video will be setting up modifying text paragraphs on your site. First, we'll get started by going down to content, and then within content, we'll go into pages. For the example today, I'm going to go through and set up a rentals page because it is a good way to demonstrate all the different tools within our text editor for the paragraphs on your site. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll down until we get to the R section and then click on rentals. We click on rentals, then to the right of where it says primary content, you would normally hit add new asset, but I've already got one here. Just so you know what a text asset is, without having a text asset on a page, you cannot have any text or other forms of media within that text area. So we'll go to rentals, we'll go over to the right, click on edit, and here we have our page asset. So now in order to set up a rentals page, the first thing that you want to do is input a grid. So we'll go down to the insert table tool and we'll do a 4x4 grid. Now the first area is going to be a picture of the item that you're looking to rent. So we'll place our cursor where we want that picture to be. We'll go up to the media browser that we see up here. Once we get into the file browser, it's automatically on the browse where you have all of your existing images. So we'll go to upload, then select files, and we'll grab a file of my computer. And here's a file that we're looking for. We'll go ahead and open that up. It'll go through and upload. Once you have a full green status bar and 100%, it's done. Now to actually select it to put it on the page, you'll go back to browse, find that particular file. There it is right there. Now, unless you know the specific size that you want, I would just say go with the recommended size. Or if you have other pictures on the page already, I would say try to match them either by going with the two suggested size here, or you can go custom. But for now, insert selected. Now we're going to go ahead and put in the information about this particular rental. So we'll say rent a Ford 50. Then in the next one over, we're going to go ahead and put the price per day. And then finally, this is where you'd have a button that would either link to the details of the unit that you put in through the inventory manager, or to another page in which you have linked to a third-party rental software by which they can input their information, put in their payment information, and go ahead rent that particular vehicle. So for today, we'll just say click here to rent. Now underneath the information area, we're also going to go ahead and insert a link to more information about the vehicle. So we'll go ahead and go up to the insert link tool after we've placed our cursor where we want that to be. So we'll go to here and I'll go ahead and copy and paste my URL in, which just happens to be a YouTube video. So we'll grab that YouTube video real quick. And then the text that we want to be hyperlinked, we're going to put in here. So we're just going to say, click to learn more about 2024 F-150. Now I could open this up as a brand new tab in the browser, but unless you're sending the person off of your site for information, it's really not necessary. So we'll go ahead and hit insert and it drops it in there. And now we have the basic rental page set up. Now something extra that you could do is you could go off and find a HTML button creator, a free one online. But what I would suggest doing instead is if you do want a button here, if you wanted to better match the formatting of your website, then I would suggest having us do it. So talk to either your implementation specialist or your account manager so that we can match it. Now, one of the last things that we're going to do is we're going to highlight all of these squares one at a time, and then we're going to go through and just simply center the text so that it looks uniform and nice. We'll highlight all of that text and center it all, and we'll even center the picture if it'll allow us to. There we are. Now we'll go ahead and save, and then we'll go up to the name of our business and we'll publish that. Now we'll jump over to our website to see how it looks there. So in our top address bar, since we don't have an established link for it in the CTAs or the main navigation up here, we're just going to go to the top address bar and type in /rentals. Hit enter on our keyboard, and now we can see that that content is made over to the rentals page on our site. Now, of course, let's go ahead and test to see if that link works. So we'll click on the link and it opens up video giving more information on the 2024 Ford F-150. That's all I have for you right now. Until next time, have a great day.